Well, hello again. Week 5 is here. We're on the downhill side of this course. We have this week and next week, and then the final. We still have half the available points in this class in front of us. So the article review and the final add up to 400 points, and the remaining quizzes and discussion questions add up to more than 100 points. So over 500 points left. Please pay attention to the due dates. The article review must be submitted by August 4th. You can start your submissions on the August 1st, so the submissions are due between August 4th and August 4th. The final opens on August 9th and closes on Thursday, August 15th. Please mark this on your calendar. There's not going to be any kind of a makeup for the final exam, and I'm telling you very specifically that means you have to click the submission button before midnight on August 15th. And I know I sound inflexible about this, but that date is firm, and so that's why I'm emphasizing this so much. All right. Discussion question 4. Overall, the submissions were well done. Chapter 8 was the chapter that delved into the issue of motivating employees, and a few of the students tried to use later chapters to support their submissions. I think I gave everybody full credit if I could figure out where you're grabbing your information from. So just so y'all know that. Just so you know, if I was answering, this was a great chapter, I thought, because motivating your employees is so important to your success as a manager, and to your, or to a business. If you're a business owner, if you can motivate your employees, that's one of the keys to a successful business. And all of the theories are good. All of them are valid. I would just pick my favorite as Maslow's. Maslow's is very powerful for understanding your employees. Problem with Maslow's, you have to really know your employees, and sometimes you don't. But if you do, and to highlight how powerful it is, if you've got, let's say, a mom who's going through a divorce and is contemplating becoming a single mother and all the things that go with that, there's a lot of stress on this person. And this person on Maslow's triangle is way down on the triangle, and is looking at security and things like that. So are you going to put a whole bunch of new projects or a lot of responsibility on this person? Is this the right time in this person's life for that? And then you contrast that, you know, with someone who's like an FSCJ graduate that just got out of school, and they're highly motivated and they're looking for ways to improve themselves. This is a person you might want to challenge with some new projects and things like that. They're in the right place in their life for that. They're at the top of that triangle where there's self-actualizing. So that's just, Maslow is just one of my favorites. The other thing I used wasn't actually in the book, and I'm only mentioning it now as for information for you. And that's one of the things that I did from very early on in my management career, is to set people up for success. It is a very powerful principle. The idea behind it is you want people doing things that they're good at, and you can see how that would motivate people. If they're coming to work every day and they're doing a good job and they feel like they're doing a good job, they're going to be a happy employee and someone who's very productive for you. If you start forcing people into doing things outside of their comfort zone, outside their expertise, or things that they're not good at, they're not going to have as much job satisfaction. You're not going to get as much productivity out of them. And business tends to do that. We want all our employees to be interchangeable parts. And I've just never agreed with that. It's not something you do. If you're on a football team, you wouldn't have the linebacker playing as the quarterback. I mean, that would be a disaster. Or the quarterback trying to play a lineman. Matter of fact, on football teams, it's really a big deal. You know, it's all in the news, ESPN, all that. If one lineman just trades places with another lineman, I mean, they are really into setting everybody up for success, right? So why do we in business go ahead and then say, you know, everybody has to know everyone else's job, or everybody has equal skill set, or we're going to train everybody up to be the same? I think resources are better spent on keeping people, getting them in their areas of success, and then giving, I mean, you still train them to do other positions, but that's not where you focus your resources. You just let them, occasionally, you let them go outside of the box and outside their comfort zone or their success zone. Anyway, if you're really interested, I really wish I had written this book, and it's kind of a textbook, so it's not really something you're going to go out and go, like Harry Potter or something. But it is a good book. It's called Supervision: Setting People Up for Success. It's by Carlene Cassidy and Robert Kreitner. Very good book, which is exactly the stuff that I kind of believe in. Another great theory from this chapter was the Hawthorne effect. Man, I'll tell you what, the Hawthorne effect is huge. If you're into statistics or doing any kind of research or into any management is a big deal. From the since we're in a business course, the management side of it is you're going to hear this if you're in management for any period of time at all. If you want to improve it, you measure it. And many times you don't have to do anything else. And it's really true. What happens is once people realize that they're being scrutinized for whatever performance issue you're looking at, or quality issue or whatever, they start doing a perfect job. So and then your quality goes up and all that stuff. And you haven't done anything. You haven't put any interventions in to improve the quality except measure it. It's an amazing thing. The problem with that is as soon as you quit measuring it, it goes away. And the real issue then, if you're aware of the Hawthorne effect, is you get into ethical questions and all that stuff. Should you start measuring things without people knowing, put interventions in without people knowing you're measuring them, stuff like that? Is that fair and all that? All right, I've beat that up pretty good. Let's look at discussion question number 5. This one here deals with Southwest Airline, and it's a very good video and it's a good story. But really, this time here, I want you to get most of your responses from the text. And this one can be very easy. A certain number of you are going to pick to say, you think managers make good heads of corporations, and some of you say leaders or leadership is the best quality for a head of a corporation. So I want you to do most of this from your text. The reason I want that is the video is really rubbing leadership and innovation together very hard, and I'm not that to me, you don't want to get innovation mixed up with leadership. Sure, good innovators tend to be good leaders and all that stuff, but the video really pushes that too much. I think blends the area too much. All right, what's going on this week? We've got quiz 5 is due on Thursday. The discussion question 5 is due on Sunday. The article review is due on Sunday, but just know that you don't have to wait. You can start submitting. If your paper's done, you can go ahead and start submitting it on August 1st to August 4th. But it does have to be turned in by Sunday. Now let's look at next week. I just want you to know, I saw there was an announcement on Blackboard that they're going to be doing some maintenance of Blackboard on August 10th and 11th, which is the weekend. So I'm going to extend the due date for discussion question 6 to Monday, August 12th. Now, it's not this one. That's the next one. So I'll make a written announcement, and I'll remind you again next week. But I just want you to know I noticed that, and so we'll go ahead and take that into account. All right, I'm looking forward to your article reviews, and I'll see you next week.